And turning to more legislative coverage now, the Assembly Committee on Legislative Operations and Elections heard Assembly Bill 321 today, which addresses universal mail-in ballots. As Paul Nelson shows us, there are mixed reactions from Nevadans about this bill.
Nevada's coming off a record turnout for a general election at 78% participation. Almost half voted by mail.
We see the increase in people liking the access and wanting to vote by mail, but we still, in this, at least up here in the north, we still have a lot of our voters who prefer to appear in person.
Paper ballots were mailed to every active voter ahead of the election. Spicula says the registrar's office proved it could handle the bulk of mail ballots, but she says it'll have to address a lot of things if AB 321 passes, making universal mail ballots permanent.
We need space to properly handle the ballots and store them securely. We need workstations for those people who are checking those ballots in and verifying signatures.
Many say the high voter turnout comes at the cost of voter confidence. They doubt the validity of so many paper ballots. Spicula says that's why public outreach is so important ahead of the next election if the bill passes.
Making sure we're getting our information out to those voters on the process, on what to expect, letting them know that we're visible, we're transparent.
If passed, people could still vote in person early or on election day. They would also have the option to mail their ballots or drop them off.
I think it's crazy. There's too much room for fake fraud, multiple voting. I think people ought to have an ID.
Personally, I think it's easier for everybody. I mean, my husband, he voted for the first time.
Covering the 2021 legislative session, Paul Nelson, 2 News.
Now, if this bill passes, mail ballots would have to be postmarked by Election Day and could be received up to 4 days later. Mostly, it would be up to each county to pay for the ballots, equipment, and staff.